Okay, so this is component 2 mock, and this is question paper 3. So we're on question 3 now. Distinguish between the following pairs of terms. So that means you need to, define each really. You've got pairs of terms. So these are AO1 marks, these are things you need to know. So, defining pollination. Pollination, transfer of pollen from the anther to the stigma. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Fertilisation. And if you want to put in a, distinguish between, you can put whereas fertilisation is. The fusion of male and female gametes. Form a zygote. I've got quite a lot of terms in there, haven't I? I've got anther, stigma, pollen, fusion, gametes, zygotes. So that's lovely. Seed and fruit. So seed, let me think. Seed is the ovule. So the seed develops from the fertilized ovule and contains the embryo and a food store and tester. Just want to make sure I get these marks now. And the fruit is the product of the fertilized ovary. I'm going to do that in capitals because I don't want them to mistake it for ovule. In fact, I'm going to scrub that, put that in capitals as well, ovule and ovary, so they know exactly what I'm talking about. And contains the seeds. Super duper. I turn over now and my heart is going to plummet as I see the following diagram of female reproductive cycle shows the levels of hormones involved in the control of the cycle at the stages. So this is kind of the diagram that I've got in my notes. So I've got what's happening in the ovary. So that's the sort of Graafian follicle thing bursting open, corpus luteum. And I've got LH-FSH. So these are my pituitary hormones. Even there, and they don't seem to have one for LH. So then we've got progesterone, so estrogen going up, down, progesterone, so these are our ovarian hormones. And then we've got the uterine cycle, so this is representing the depth of the endometrium, I suppose, as much as anything. Right, so reading the question, we've worked out what that is, that's just the diagram out of my notes. Complete the diagram to show the levels of LH in the blood. And quite a few of you missed that out in the question, whether you didn't know. So I'm going to start it where it tells me to. And it peaks at ovulation and then it goes back down. Lovely jubbly. Where in the body is FSH and LH produced? Anterior pituitary gland. So, right, here we go. So these are just AO1 things, aren't they? During the cycle, estrogen levels increase. Yep, you can see that. 3 functions of the increase in estrogen. Okay, what do I know? So, we've got the negative feedback thing, we've got the high levels positive feedback thing, and we've got the building the lining of the uterus thing. That's estrogen's job, isn't it? So, 3 functions. Function 1. Estrogen inhibits FSH by negative feedback. Oop, can't spell feedback. 2. At high levels, estrogen promotes FSH and LH release by positive feedback. Other job, third job, estrogen promotes, and I love this word, proliferation, my favourite, proliferation of the endometrium lining. Obviously you can call that builds it or makes it thicker. You know, I just like that word proliferation. It just skips off the tongue. Okay, so question 4. What is the name of the hormone produced by the embryo? Hormone produced by the embryo. Okay, so the hormone produced by the embryo, so I'm not talking about ovarian or any of this. Thinking forward, the one that maintains pregnancy, stops the breakdown of the corpus luteum so it keeps churning out progesterone. Human chorionic gonadotropin. Wow. I'm just going to abbreviate that. HCG. But it says name, so I'm thinking if they're asking you for a name, you should write it out. After 12 weeks of pregnancy, the corpus luteum breaks down. Name the structure which produces large after the breakdown. So once the corpus luteum's gone, 12 weeks, what have we got that's churning out hormones? Placenta. Again, AO1. And give the name of the hormone. AO1 stimulates production of milk in the mammary glands. Something lact. It's got to be prolactin. No other alternatives there. And that's a bit of a dead giveaway with these sort of single markers. No alternative answers. They're all going to be AO1.